Ik ben in Amerika, in de hoofdstad van North Carolina, Raleigh. Hier ontmoeten we de winnaar van de Green Challenge van 2013, Ginger. Ze heeft een unieke manier ontwikkeld om bakstenen te maken. Ze bakt ze niet in een oven, maar ze laat ze groeien. Well, it's a beautiful place.
Beautiful.
A strange place.
Very strange.
Important for you.
That's right.
Where are we?
We are at an aggregate quarry. And the reason why we're in an aggregate quarry is because we use sand, which is the base material of our brick growing process. This is a product that comes off of the mining industry that's a little bit finer than some of the regular aggregates that they use. So it's perfect for us because it's a byproduct.
Okay.
How about you follow me and I'll teach you how to grow brick yourself?
Well, that sounds like an offer I can't refuse.
Let's go.
Wereldwijd worden er per jaar 1,3 biljoen bakstenen gemaakt. En door het bakken komt er 800 miljoen ton CO2 vrij. Dat is ongeveer gelijk aan de jaarlijkse uitstoot van alle vliegtuigen wereldwijd.
I don't know if I'm scared of dying, but I'm scared of living too fast, too slow.
This is what it's all about.
That's right. That's what it's all about.
Okay, so this is the end of the process.
End of the process.
How does it begin?
It all starts with the trillions of tiny workers, which are the bacteria. So what you can see here are the little tiny living organisms that are actually what's responsible for growing a biocement in between these grains of sand, making a brick in between 2 and 4 days.
It's just actually glue.
That's right. It's like a biological glue, like a biological crystal glue.
Ginger won de Green Challenge mede dankzij de biologische kennis van haar man. Michael, I'm ready for demonstration. What is this?
Sure, so these are the basic components that go into the process. Essentially, we use a microorganism that's fed a nutrient source, and then a calcium source and a carbon source.
So this is the formula.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So these are the basic elements of the formula.
Okay.
So essentially, all I'm going to do is take a little bit of our calcium solution here. I'm just going to pull this into a syringe, and I'm going to come over here to our live organism broth. And as I inject the solution in, we'll see this cloud form. And so all of that white is the crystals forming on the cell membrane of the bacteria cells. And slowly over time, as these crystals form, it'll make the bacteria heavy, and they'll start to fall to the bottom of the cylinder. And so we'll see this settle out.
And then?
And that's the fundamental basis of the process. And so we do this repeatedly to basically build the size of these crystals up to stitch together the grains of sand.
And we're in a factory which is kind of small still, but it could get huge.
We believe this wholeheartedly. This is why we've put everything that we are into this. Is we believe in this from the ground up, that it has the potential to make dramatic impact in the entire world. And our goal is to see this technology grow as quickly as possible and fulfill that promise.
Can we make some bricks?
Absolutely. Yeah, so I had somebody go ahead and lay out all the basics for us. We have a liquid which contains some amount of the organism as well as starter nutrient and so forth. And this is just a pre-weighed batch of sand.
Nothing special,
Nothing
just
special,
sand.
just normal sand.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have you pour this in here.
Ja, daar gaat hij.
Yeah. So see, super easy, just add liquid. And then there's a mixer here. Yeah, we're just gonna stir it around and basically make a sand slurry. It's actually called a zero slump type of slurry. How you know it's done is when you start squeezing it together and it holds its shape. That's when you know it's ready to go in the form.
Oké. En alle bacteriën die hier dus voor nodig zijn, die groeit Ginger in het laboratorium. Met 1 buisje kan je 500 bakstenen maken. 20 of these.
That's right.
Sand
You can have a house.
and water.
That's right.
And you have a house.
That's right.
Wow.
One thing that's interesting about using bacteria to grow bricks as opposed to using clay is that the bacteria-grown bricks use sand. But in a clay brick, that clay is actually what's used for agriculture. So if you look at countries like China, which are growing at a rapid pace right now, if they were to take all of their agricultural land as clay and turn it into bricks, what would you have as your agricultural land anymore?
Because that's what they do now.
That's right.
So instead of using it for bricks, they can grow food on it.
That's right.
And they can build houses from the sand.
That's right.
En het wordt nog mooier, want voor deze bakstenen heb je geen schoon water nodig. Rioleringswater is goed genoeg. Natuurlijk is de prijs ook belangrijk. Deze bakstenen kosten hetzelfde als de milieubelastende gebakken variant. Let's quickly put it back.
That's right. They'll start waking up.
Exactly. Het is net zo'n kookschool. En dan voeg je ook het laatste beetje toe. Want ook de kleine beetjes, die zijn nog heerlijk om op te eten. Looks like I have done this before.
Yes.
It does.
So like this?
That's
That's
right.
good. Perfect.
Cool. All right, so for the next part of the process, we're gonna need to put a little bit of pressure on it and vibrate it. And what that's doing is it's essentially making it more uniform and more compact.
I understand that the Doom Foundation helps you guys out a lot still, almost
right.
every 3 months.
The different networks that Dune knows and also talking to them about the business model and really looking at the viability of this project or company really now moving forward into a scalable enterprise. Very cool.
So now you do this all by hand.
That's right. Now we do it by hand, but our new piece of equipment coming in 1.5 weeks, we'll be able to produce 8,000 of them a day.
One
So-
big step ahead.
One big step ahead. All right, the last step in this process is we're gonna take the brick and put it in the tray and we're gonna let it dry. And then what happens next is it gets fed a new solution of food and the required materials, and then after 2 to 4 days, you have a brick. So we're done.